Welcome to AGORACOM, the Small Cap Epicenter, and AGORACOM TV, a daily, fast-paced, edgy show that brings you the best press releases out of the small cap world every morning before the open, so you can hopefully capitalize and maybe even find your next great small cap investment. Now, we're here in a short week right after Labor Day. Nonetheless, got 4 great press releases for you. We're talking energy, military, resources. We got the whole gamut. Let's get straight to it. First up, Western Celtic Mines on the TSX Venture, trading under the stock symbol WKM, announced robust pre-feasibility numbers for their Cucho project, which is positioning as Canada's next major high-grade copper and zinc producing mine. This is expected to go into full production in sometime in 2010. And here are some of the base case model highlights that came out of the pre-feasibility study. Really like these numbers. Forecasted average annual metal production for years 1 to 5. Listen to this: 75.5 million pounds of copper, 93.5 million pounds of zinc, 750,000 ounces of silver, and 7,800 ounces of gold. The initial mine life is expected to be about 8 years, with a payback at just 2.6 years, and their forecast production to begin in 2010. They're trading at 44 cents. Unlike a lot of resource companies that really took a hit in July and August, they've maintained pretty steady, and with these kind of pre-feasibility numbers, it looks like Western Celtic is a serious consideration for you. Next up, Ecotality trades on the OTC under the stock symbol ETLY. Well, their fuel store was awarded a U.S. Department of Energy contract. You know, we like to see things like that because it involves the government, and that's great notoriety. The Department of Energy, and I'm going to read this because it's a little complicated, has awarded a fuel cell store, which is a subsidiary of Ecotality, the sole contract to provide hydrogen fuel cell kits to the 2007 U.S. Department of Energy National Science Bowl. It looks like this contract is going to be worth up to about $138,000. It's not a big number, but its significance and who it's being awarded from. In fact, they've been the official supplier of hydrogen fuel cell kits to the Department of Energy National Science Bowl for the 4th year in a row. And Kathleen Quinn Larson, who is the founder of the company, states that this goes on to further validate their position as a premier fuel cell supplier to educational and government institutions. And normally that would be a pretty big comment to make, but when you get this kind of contract from the Department of Energy, you can back it up. They're trading at 50.5 cents. They're way off their highs of $2.19, so you're going to have to do a little more due diligence and find out why that's the case, but nonetheless, some good validation there from the marketplace. Next up, Qualmark Corporation trades on the OTC under the stock symbol QMRK. They announced that one of their wholly owned subsidiaries received orders in excess of $300,000 from the U.S. military and various suppliers to the armed forces. Now, what they do is they provide life testing systems, and you really have to go read about this because this is some pretty complicated stuff that we're not going to have the time to explain here. But in essence, they provide the world's largest corporations with solutions that improve product reliability and allows them to get to the market faster. They've installed more than 600 of these systems in 30 countries around the world, so they've obviously achieved commercial acceptance, and we really like to see that. They're trading at $1.05, so they're down about 50%, which is par for the course with a lot of smaller micro caps over the summer. Nonetheless, this kind of contract worthy of consideration. And finally, Eco Energy Inc. Eco Energy Canada Inc. trading on the TSX Venture under the stock symbol EEI. Disclosure here: Eco Energy is a client of AGORACOM. Nonetheless, great news. They announced successful flow testing of another well that was drilled earlier this year. They drilled it on July the 11th, and according to their consulting petroleum engineer, they had initial flow potential of up to 75,000 cubic feet per day is expected. Eco Energy is a natural gas producing company with operations on the shores of Lake Erie. They're trading right now at 27 cents. Don't want to say much more about them, but you should do due diligence because anytime you see production in natural gas, it's a pretty good sign. As always, hope you found some great information here. Bit of a slow week because we are in the short week following Labor Day. Next week we'll definitely have a lot more. Nonetheless, this is definitely a case of quality over quantity. Make sure you take a look at the AGORACOM Marketplace. We've got over 65 companies now organized by industry and exchange, so you can find a small cap that suits your investment style and your investment portfolio. And as always, drop by the blog and give me any comments you might have on some of these companies. Help provide that extra due diligence, that crowdsourcing that we're really trying to accomplish here. Hope you're having a great day, and speak to you tomorrow.